Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my Rapid Chess series. I'm on chess.com. We are at an all-time high of 1361. Let's search for a good opponent and see what we can do. Who? Alright. Lala Govind. Don't know. Person from India. And I'm gonna open with a Queen Pawns opening. He's a long-time member, which is good. Night out, as always. Okay, now we can we can just attack the queen with a tempo. Probably he's gonna develop the knight, most logical. Um yeah, makes sense. Play e3 myself. The other bishop out. So far so good. Both knights out. It's a very symmetrical position. He castles, I castle. Ready to take his bishop at any point. But now this is a bit tricky. Maybe I should have taken, to be honest, but maybe we can keep a hold of this bishop for long term. Not sure. He strikes with c5, which is, I think it's a good move. Will he push c4? No, that's the question. Is he preparing b5? Oh my lord. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. I can drop back for now. Wow. Wow, that move is interesting to say the least. This bishop is not doing much because it's just staring into the other bishop. So let's bring it on this diagonal. Maybe that's a bit better. Okay, so he wants my bishop. Let's make it hard for him to take. Actually, this is even a more gangster move. Lining up the battery. But probably next move will be this. He can push a pawn. I don't think it's a good idea, but he can if he wants. And I'm probably gonna go to e5 and then land my knight over there. Shouldn't be a bad idea. He can capture my bishop now. No problem. And for the first time in a very long time, we are up on time. That is really unique. And the position is getting tricky now. So he's having a bit of a think, which is good. I don't know what to do myself. Right, I can put my... Oh, I wish I could have saved my dark squared bishop now. I'm not gonna lie. But still, I think that I still think that this is the my best option for now. Obviously he's gonna take. If we take is mate. So I'm one move away from a brilliant move. He can never put f6. So that's quite nice. It's still not easy for him to defend because I have ideas of sacking the knight. Worst case scenario, I just drop back and I'm up a pawn. I can bring the other knight in the game as well. If he captures here, I'm gonna capture there. Wow, that's a good defensive resource. Because now on takes, wait, wait, how is he defending? Check here, here, here. Oh, bringing the other knights, I think, is a good idea. I can go for the sack right now. Takes, and I don't know how he's gonna defend. Check, check, and I think I need more pieces into the action. But still I have the idea of sacking. It's not so ideal now with the knight on g7 because the capture won't come with a check now. His pawns are advanced on queen side, so that might be tricky. But something like takes, and takes. I mean, it has to be good. Takes. Maybe he can do something like that. It's not clear. Not clear. I still want to sacrifice my knight on g6. Knight takes g6. And the other pawn can fall as well. But I don't know if that's enough. Don't know. I'm gonna find out. He does have the bishop pair. Probably takes. His sniper is still under control for now. Hmm. How do I target this pawn further? G6. I don't really know. Okay, so he knows about my ideas. But now I don't have anything, to be honest. Basically, I don't have anything anymore. Maybe just a pawn push. So I push once, and then if I want to push again, it's not so good. I can push a4 now, but he can push b4, so it doesn't make any sense. I can take, doesn't make any sense. I can push, doesn't make any sense. And I can play b3. b3 makes a little bit of sense. So b3 or bring the rooks somewhere more central. I want to bring the rook here if takes. Okay, but here, if he pushes, then what? Takes. And I have an isolated pawn. That's good for nothing. Bring the rook. Play simple. Hmm. I don't know how to proceed. I had a good initiative, but now it's fading out. And I've got nothing. He's defending his king very, very, very well. Like two major pieces, two minor pieces, four. So maybe I'll try to get to that pawn instead. Maybe I can slide my queen now, because this trick won't work anymore. Um, Queen here, something like push. Takes, takes. And then I'm threatening here. I think I like that. If he takes, I'm gonna take with my e-pawn anyway. So we should still be good. Right, that's only one attacker, so takes. But now I can push. But then if he takes, I guess I can take as well. It's not the end of the world. So if takes, I'm okay with takes. I'm okay with that. Takes, I'm okay with that. Should have pushed h3 at some point. So can I push e4 now? E4 takes, takes. Hmm, not really a big fan right now. Waiting move, make some luft to the king, give him the chance of capturing my knight if he wants to. And after that, maybe we play f4. Um, I will be forced to take back with my c pawn, so I think that's fine. Okay, but now I don't want to give up my light squared bishop anymore. I think I can take that pawn. I think I can take the pawn for now. Right, his bishop is not doing any damage. I'm gonna take the pawn right away. And maybe afterwards target this pawn. Hmm, but maybe now we can push at some point. Okay, what's the purpose of that move? What's the purpose of that move, I'm wondering? Maybe now I can go back with the queen here. Let's see. Now I don't want to open here anymore. Um, so maybe we'll go back to the plan. Because here is like literally mate. Okay, he blocks that idea. But now I can reroute back here. Very, very nice outpost. I cannot allow him to open here. I can play f4 myself. But now a move like this is probably more desirable. I can go back here, but it's pretty stupid. Makes more sense to go like this. Queen is misplaced again. Takes we can still take with the e-pawn. And maybe we put the bishop here, just to x-ray the rook and the king. I know it's like two pawns blocking the whole diagonal, but that can fall. Also, these advanced pawns of his are... Okay, what's the purpose of that move now? He wants to go out with the queen. Right, that makes sense. But I'm still gonna continue with my plan. Don't think my queen has a good square right now. So where do I want my queen? It's not clear. I can push like this. takes. I don't think it achieves much. I still have the pyramid of pawns, which is nice. And I'm up a pawn. So honestly, it should be good. It's how do I want to utilize my pieces? Is this even a good idea? Could be an idea, you know, because going like this it wastes two tempos and he can just block. But like this, I can challenge him with the pawn push. Okay, but now it doesn't make sense anymore because he moved on this diagonal. But I notice a free pawn here now. It's not really free because it's protected by the rook. But yeah, how do we deliver some nasty forks with the knight? He would take, this would be a nice fork, but it's protected by the queen. So when the queen moves, this is a free pawn because if it takes back, I have a fork. So it's good to keep that in mind. Maybe I can still go with this just for now. Position I feel like is so good. I don't have many improving moves, so I'm just gonna wait for him to make a silly mistake. Because I like my position, there's nothing I can change and to improve dramatically, or at least I don't know what. If he takes, that helps me. Like, he can't really go anywhere with the bishop. The rook is like, it's in a good square, but yeah, if takes, I'm gonna take with the e pawn, so the c file won't be open. And this other rook looks really weird. He can't go there, can't go there. Okay, okay, okay. I was expecting that at some point. Um, so now pushing doesn't really work. Also, I cannot take. So basically, he completely closed the queen side and the center, more like the center. Therefore, we can open here, but that will activate his bishop, which I don't like. I don't want. I can improve my bishop, place it here. I can actually play like this. It's a very slow that allows the knight to go there. Right, let me move the queen just one square for now. I can come here with the queen because he's pinned, but I'm not achieving much. Oh, maybe like this, and then I'll do this. Okay, rook there, rook there. So if I play this move, he's gonna come here. Oh, but I have this move, just as I wanted initially. Initially, here. So here, if he moves back, I'm going there. But obviously he's gonna move there, which is annoying. So here. Yeah, don't know. I literally don't know. Queen is protected by the knight. It's a very tough position, very closed, very equal. I feel like I have the edge by a tiny little bit, and he has 5 minutes, so maybe we can squeeze something on time. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully, no big blunders from now on. Okay, but that just plays into my hands, doesn't it? Because I can attack the pawn, low-key attack the rook. Next move. Oh, it won't work anymore. But kinda it still works because it's a rook for a knight. And if you take back with the pawn, actually just opens my sniper, so it's really not that bad. Something like something like this. Oh, you can't even take because I take this rook actually. Takes check take. Yeah, all I see is tactics. You know what I mean? If he takes, I take. If he moves, I take. And if he moves there, I can take. Yeah, I think I have some nice tactics here, depending on what his next move is. What could his next move be? Actually, I'm not threat on because it's protected by the rook. I completely forgot that. And now this tactic doesn't really work that well because here, well, if I go here, if he takes with the queen, I take with the pawn. So he's not gonna do that. And if he takes, I can take either this rook or that rook. But then with the pawn here, he can take again. And then I take. And then he checks me or he takes here. I take. He gives a check. I run. It's gonna be pretty nasty, but maybe I can just take a pawn. Right? Just keep it simple, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe just take a pawn, but then he can take with the rook. If I get my light square bishop here, actually, that just loses two tempies, but it will help me massively. So does he have any threats? Any immediate threats? I don't see any. So maybe I can do this first and then go for my tactic. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. It insisting with this tactic, but there's nothing else. There's nothing else that I see. Oh, oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. So takes is not that good. If I go here, well, if I go here, you can offer trade again. I come here. It does that again. I have to hide here. And I don't think that's good. And now this rook is protected as well. But I can keep it simple and just deliver a check. He's gonna capture. Oh, but then he captures and he's threatening mate. I think I can just take because he's building up the momentum himself. So here I can even push or something. Yeah, I'll bit of simplification, and then I think I will push like this. He has the sniper bishop, so don't really like that too much. If I go here, takes take. I think that's quite alright. If I push now, but let's say I push a pawn and then I push again. Takes, 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 takes. And I don't really know how I feel about that. On push here, takes. Enough time, so let's just keep playing quick. Um, but now I weakened this square, which I really shouldn't have. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring the king up. Okay, that's a bit annoying because here takes, take, takes. So that is not very good. But maybe I can push like this now. And if takes, I think that's fine. If takes, that's marvelous. But probably he's just gonna. And I think I'm gonna take. He's gonna take. Yeah, he's just gonna push. He's gonna push. Gonna push. I can take. Oh yeah, push, take. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Push, take. If takes, I'm just gonna march through. If the rook takes, I have a fork. Obviously, I'm thinking that would be pretty bad. Okay, wow, amazing. He saw that in advance. So, okay. So, I think I can take and then push. But then this pawn is kind of weak. I can move up. Yeah, I can move up myself. I have no more pin on any diagonals. Right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds against 3 minutes. So I have to be very, very quick. Right, let's press him on the clock. Push takes. Well, push takes. I can go. Probably I'll have to go back. Um, as sad as it looks. But yeah, this is probably the move. Takes. Sorry, push. Push. Takes. He has to take with the pawn. Check. And if I move up, it's not a big deal. I can actually move here and slowly walk with the pawn. Okay, my bishop is open again. I can just straight up chop that off. If he takes, I take with the rook, which is just fantastic. And I think I can push. I think I can push. If he takes, I'm gonna take with the rook, not with the pawn. Ah, that's good. Oh, that's good. That is good. Now I'm ready to push and walk with the pawns. Bring reinforcements from the back with my other rook. Activate the bishop. Somehow, somewhere. I can play here and here and break the rooks. I can just bring the rook first here and then check, connect the rooks. It will be on dark squares. He has a light squared bishop. And let's keep the pressure on the clock. This pawn is weak, but I can just move up. Actually, I can just move the pawn. Okay, I can deliver a check first. But he can come here, which is not very pleasant. If I just push, yeah, he won't have time to... Yeah, this square is weak now, but also my king can march through. And I can sit happily here. He cannot check me with the bishop. So if I bring my rook, then I can actually check him and bring the other rook into the action. I feel like would be good. His best bet would be to push pawns on the queen side right now, to be honest. Keep the pressure on the clock. Um, now I don't want to go into this line. And also I'm pinned over here as well. So this pawn cannot really do anything. Maybe I want my king on f2 for now. He can't really take, so... And he cannot advance either. Oh, but he resigns for some reason. I only had a small advantage, but he resigns. He realized he can't get in, like, at all. So I can get my bishop out as well. So, anyways, he resigns for no reason. That was quite unnecessary, but let's do a full game review. 82.5% against 77%. So we just positionally outplayed him. There's a big blunder here, and it's just one pawn, and that was enough to get us a nice advantage, and we just kept the advantage basically. Um, so queen pawn's opening, very boring. Torre attack, Torre attack, kind of like Champowski, very similar. So book move, everything book moves. Incredible. This book move still. Castle's best move. Okay, he wants you to drop back on f4, but I think that's fine. Best move. Excellent. I could have jumped with my knight straight up. Okay, I had a slight advantage here. I drop back. My signature move. Computer hates it. I drop back the bishop as well for better prospects, but I forgot he can just attack me with the knight, which is annoying. So I play a good move. Um, Best move is to come here, takes, and then plant the knight in the middle of the board, I guess. But instead I went for something very juicy because this just blunders mate in one. Obviously my opponent didn't blunder mate in one. He protects against the mate in one, but he's making a big concession and a lot of weaknesses on his king. So now with no choice, I know I want my knight there, so might as well use the bishop to do that. He goes back like that, which is a mistake. This is an inaccuracy. G4! In this position, G4 is the best move. That's really interesting to say the least. But I just improve my knight, improve my rook, and here I just shuffle because I don't know what to do. I make some bluff to my king. Apparently these are not best moves. Here, G4 is the best move. Here, G4 is the best move. And here, Knight G4 is the best move. So, something like that. But he will just move back, so... Yeah, anyways, he captures, but I have another knight, so that's really not a problem. He blunders, never push f3, f6. I find the great move to punish his blunder. Grab a pawn for free, and the continuation was not ideal. Apparently, e4 in this position is really good, because if he takes, right, we can take here. Yeah, I think I was thinking about this during the match multiple times to push the pawn and grab the one in the corner, but I didn't do it. I should have done it here. He plays the best move, I play the best move. Reroute the knight to a good square anyway, like it was before. So it's not too bad, it's just excellent. And this is a good move, like, yeah, this is not good nor bad. It's a waiting move, basically. With the exception that now I cannot push like this. I don't have the support from A2, but it's really not a big problem. But he chooses to lock the center. So I slide over with my queen. Again, slide over. Small improvements. And this is the best move. Wow. Incredible. It's just very small, like one square moves and trying to improve somehow the position. Plays an excellent move, and I didn't want to trade queens, but I didn't know what to do, what else to do either. So queen h2. Wow, queen h2 straight up. That's incredible. That's just incredible. Obviously, I could have moved here. You could offer trade of queens, and we're gonna end up in the same position anyway. So that's why the computer says queen h2 is the best move. And yeah, the third best move is to take, which is what I've done. Second option is to push a4. So I exchange queens. He captures back, and f3 apparently is good. I would say it's a pretty bad move. I only realized afterwards that he can jump in with his knight, and that's gonna be annoying. But he doesn't have the dark squared bishop, so it's not such a big problem. He reroutes the knight. I activate my king, and g4 finally is played. And he plays an inaccuracy for some reason. I don't know why. Probably it's because of this move. Or not. But it is the first choice. And the rook here, the second choice. Yeah, let's say something like that. Yeah, anyways, maybe I could have won a pawn. So, but I played g4, which is good, and he plays an inaccuracy, and now I didn't capture on f5, which would have been, I'd say, reasonable. This king move, I thought it's good, but afterwards I realized that it's not, because he can just check me and kick me back, which he did, which is not the best move. Rook h6 would have been more desirable, but yeah, I thought this was the best move, to be honest, but I just take, and move back. Wow, on h2 is the best square. Right, this knight move is like in the middle, so and so. It allows me to push the pawn, and I think this is a really nice move. Currently g5. G5. Oh my lambs. Why is g5 the best move? Okay, because you get him with a fork at the end somehow. Um, yeah, I could have found that tactic, but it's just so pointless. Kept it simple. Trade. I took back with the rook, which probably he was thinking I'm just gonna take with the pawn, and it's not a big deal. But instead I take with the rook, and it is a big deal. Now king h3 even is a playable move. I choose to push, connect my rooks, he moves the king, and then he resigns. And g5 check. Oh my god. This is just a criminal move. Um, winning on the spot. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. So maybe that's the reason why he resigned. He saw the fork, but had already moved my king. But he resigns anyways, and we get some nice points. Is really high, and I'm really happy with that. So 1369. I think so far the series is going very well, and the rating progression is on point. So I'm very satisfied with that. 1369. Hope you enjoyed. Um, Check out the playlist if you want to see more content. And I hope to see you tomorrow as well. Stay tuned for another episode and take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.